Welcome into Duval Daily, presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan Lugo. Thank you so much for tuning in here on Tuesday, October 10th. Today, we are getting into the Jaguars' defensive standouts against the Buffalo Bills. A big win in London to get the Jaguars to 3-2. The defense played a huge part in this victory. They've been money for most of this year for the Jaguars. We're going to dive into it. If you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can also check out genjag.com/shop, pick up some new Duval gear. Again, really appreciate y'all being here. Let's get into these defensive standouts. We'll start up front with Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker. Both of these guys balled out in this game. No, this team did not have any sacks, but they were able to apply pressure on Josh Allen. They were able to hit Josh Allen, the Bills' Josh Allen, and Jaguars' Josh Allen. He got robbed of a big sack, in my opinion, with a penalty that was pretty close to a phantom call. I mean, you can debate it, whatever you want. To me, did not look like it was unnecessary roughness, did not look like it was a hit to the head. It looked like the NFL trying to protect one of their biggest stars. I'll be honest with you. But Josh Allen, 4 pressures. Trayvon Walker, 4 pressures. Both really stout against the run in this one. Both really good overall. Just solid performances from these two guys that helped the Jaguars control the game up front, not allow Josh Allen to have enough time back there. And again, do a really good job against the run. I just think that these two guys are really starting to come into their own. Josh Allen has been playing at a high level for a long time. You're starting to see Trayvon Walker over the last few weeks really get it going. In London, he had a big London trip, no doubt about it. I mean, was able to pick up a sack last week, was really stout this week against the run, was able to apply pressure against Josh Allen. This was a Bills offensive line that was playing extremely well in pass protection, the best pass protection that Josh Allen has had throughout his career so far, in my opinion. And the Jaguars defense, they looked like they were a defense, a pass rush that knew how to get the pressure on, in my opinion. So I think you really like what you see from your two edge players, your top 2 edge players. Do you still want to add to that room? In my opinion, yeah, absolutely. But I do think Trayvon Walker is proving that he's a good starter in this league. Is he Aiden Hutchinson right now? No. But is he a really damn good player that can help this specific defense win games when he's playing at his best? I absolutely do think he is, and I think he's going to continue to grow for them. Jeremiah Ledbetter, he also had some interior pressure. So did Adam Gotsis. So you had some guys being able to generate some interior pressure. And the Jaguars, they also, unsurprisingly, not afraid to blitz. You had Foye Lugo getting in there with some pressure as well. Trey Herndon was able to get some pressure on a blitz. No surprise there. You see him getting in there at least once a game these days, it looks like. And looking at the linebackers, I mentioned Foye Lugo, and he was really good rallying to the football against the run, which you expect from him. The Bills, they didn't get the running game going at all, really. They were trying to pass their way out of this one. And so that kind of set up for a more difficult day for Foye, just trying to track down all these receivers. But in my opinion, I thought he played really well. I don't think Chad Muma was a standout necessarily at linebacker, but I thought he held his own as well. Again, very difficult assignment trying to go up against the Buffalo Bills passing attack. And I thought as a team, they really were able to have one of their best tackling games as a team, as a unit, as a defense. They just didn't miss very many tackles. They were getting to the ball quickly and bringing guys down. I think it might have been their best tackling game of the year as a whole. And this is a team that at times early in this season, and especially in 2022, did struggle to be consistent tackling guys, to get guys to the ground when they got to them. So big development, in my opinion, in that regard. And then looking at the secondary for the Jaguars, Rayshawn Jenkins, maybe his best game of the year. He didn't have a huge interception return for a touchdown like he did last year, so I don't want to say it was his best game as a Jaguar, but big pass breakup in this game. He was always where he was supposed to be in coverage, and it was just a really good sound game from him. Picked up several tackles as well, solo tackles, so he was getting to the football, bringing the guy down, and I thought Rayshawn Jenkins just looked really consistent out there. Sometimes you see him, he'll make a big play, then he'll give up a little coverage bust, not be quite where he was supposed to be, but Rayshawn was really good in this one. Trey Herndon, I mentioned he was in there on a blitz. He was everywhere. He was playing the run really well, and you've seen him do that throughout his career. But in my opinion, his coverage this year and this zone defense has been better than it has been in the past. They're not asking him to man up as much, and he's doing a good job limiting yardage as a cover player. They're just not getting a ton of yardage on him right now. And there will be games where, teams are going to attack the slot more often. The Bills didn't do that a ton Trey Herndon did very well overall. Again, being able to pressure Josh Allen, being able to play the run, and being sound in coverage, that's all you really need from a nickel defender. And I'm not saying they can't upgrade that spot in the future, but as of right now, Trey Herndon is doing a good job there, no doubt about it. And now Tyson Campbell and Darius Williams, they had the two toughest assignments of anyone in this game for the Jaguars defense, in my opinion. Going up against Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, really, really difficult. I do think that they did well overall. They weren't perfect. You're not going to be perfect when you're playing against Josh Allen with these receivers, right? But most of the yardage that these two receivers were able to put up, I thought, was in the end of the first half drive for the Bills, where they were able to go put 7 on the board, and Darius Williams was getting beat on comebacks. You did see maybe a busted coverage down the field at one point. I'm not sure if that was on Andre Cisco, but overall, again, not a great statistical day for Darius Williams or Tyson Campbell, although Darius was able to make Josh Allen pay deep down the field. Stephon Diggs was racing towards the end zone. Allen underthrew it just a little bit. Darius Williams was able to go up, and they were fighting for that football on the way down, and before they landed, Darius Williams was able to rip it out and get that interception. And to me, that was a huge play, because if you go to the ground with Stephon Diggs and y'all are wrestling for the ball and it's not clear who has it, they're going to give it to the receiver. Williams ripped it out before that was even a question. And that's a huge play against a Pro Bowl, All-Pro type receiver. That was a huge play by Darius Williams. He made Josh Allen pay. Again, he wasn't in perfect position to make a play, but because Josh Allen didn't hit Stephon Diggs in stride, Darius Williams was able to get there and go up and make a huge play. I loved that. Again, Tyson Campbell, he did get beat a couple times. The Stephon Diggs touchdown, Tyson Campbell tried to jam him at the line. Diggs beat it easily. It was just a miss by Tyson Campbell. And then also in solo coverage on the other side of the field, he was in good position, and Josh Allen just fit the football in there perfectly for another touchdown. But overall, I would not say that, you look at the stats on these guys today and it's not pretty. But I think that they did their job for the most part. Yes, there were a few occasions where they were not in perfect position. But again, this is Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. You held them to 20 points. I think you feel pretty damn good about it in terms of where you are. And for me, this is just a really strong effort by the defense all around. They came in with a plan. They were going to bring blitzes in some big moments. No big surprise there for a Mike Caldwell defense. They were going to stop the run. They were going to tackle. They did that. And they were going to do their best they could against Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis with Josh Allen throwing the football. And I think they did that. They executed. They got it done. This defense is playing incredibly well under Mike Caldwell in his second year. He should be proud of the way they're playing, but they do still have room for improvement, just like the offense does. But look, against the Colts, they gave up 14 defensive points. Against the Chiefs, 17. The Texans, they did give up 30, but 2 of those touchdowns were uncharacteristic busted coverages. So you don't take those away, but you say, I probably do think that those are one-offs more than a real problem. And then you see the next 2 weeks, Falcons, they give up 7 points. Bills, they give up only 20 points. This defense is playing at a high level. They are for real. Mike Caldwell, with his Todd Bowles influenced defense, bringing a lot of blitz, having a ton of different looks up front, having a ton of moving parts on the back end as well. It's all starting to come together in year 2. You've got the talent to execute most of what you want to get done as a defense. Again, I do think you could probably add pieces here or there, but overall, this defense is just playing really damn well. Mike Caldwell deserves a ton of credit. All these players deserve a ton of credit. Now they come home. They have to play Gardner Minshew and the Indianapolis Colts this weekend. We'll see how it goes. But again, Jaguars defensive standouts versus Bills. I thought it was a very good game overall for the Jaguars defense. Excited to get into this Colts matchup. But thanks for tuning in. You can hit me up on Twitter at Jordan DeLugo. Follow Generation Jaguar at Generation Jag. Hit that like and subscribe button. You can also check out genjag.com/shop. Pick up some new Duval gear. Y'all have a good one.